Hey guys, it's Natalie Noel from NOΕL Spirits, and today I'm coming to you from our distillery. In today's episode of Crafted Connections, we're diving into the French-inspired charm of Shreveport's Fat Calf Brasserie. Here, the Southern hospitality meets culinary finesse, and we're inspired to create a NOΕL cocktail that's as rich and delicious as their menu. Hey everybody, it's Natalie Noel with NOΕL Family Distillery, and we are back for another exciting episode of Crafted Connections. I am actually in Shreveport, Louisiana. This is our first episode outside of the Baton Rouge, New Orleans area, so I'm super excited. And today here we are with Kat from the Fat Calf Brasserie.
Hi.
All right, well welcome. Okay, so we'll just call a spade a spade. I know you're a little nervous, but it doesn't matter.
Doing the whole.
Yeah, feel it, all right. Okay, so I'm excited. Thank you guys so much.
It's a pleasure. No, we are a small business. We love promoting other small businesses and trying to give everybody help they need to get where they want to be.
Yeah, exactly. So this is exciting. Okay, so what got you into being a bartender? And not just any bartender. You make some really delicious cocktails.
Well, thank you
They're
for that.
very
It's
creative.
not just me. We have a great staff, so
Yeah.
it's a little bit of all of us. My personal journey, I've been in the service industry since I was 17. I was not planning on staying in the service industry, I will not lie. I went to school to be a veterinarian.
Oh.
I got my internship and went, nope, like this is not happening. Like just couldn't do it.
Okay.
I love animals, I love people, but people sometimes are mean to their animals, and I just personally couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's kind of like the big spectrums where they're like mean, maybe they're mean, but then maybe they're like really, really obsessive about them. So
Yeah,
it's kind
so
of
yes, there was a lot of different things. So when I was halfway through my internship, one of my people I was going to school with in Kentucky said, hey, I am going to get my bartending license. Do you want to go with me, since you are now at the point in time where you're like going, I don't really know what to do? And I went, sure, let's do this.
All right.
And so I took my course, got my certification in Kentucky, and my first job was at a hotel, I will not lie, and they were just starting their bar program, so I got to start it from the ground up.
Well, that's
I
good.
got to build the product, build the bar, build everything that I needed to do to make it work.
Yeah.
And
I'm
so
sure a lot of bourbon heavy.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty bourbon
Okay,
heavy.
yeah.
That's
Bourbon's
good.
my favorite. I won't
right.
lie. You
That's
guys
okay.
gotta work on a bourbon.
No, that's okay. I don't feel like we have anything to add to the conversation right now. So rum, tequila, and vodka it is. But I appreciate all the bourbon lovers.
And so that's kind of how I got my start. It was very unintentional. I mean, I worked through the service industry, through college and school, just to have extra money and to pay the bills.
Cool. Awesome.
And then when I realized I could actually like pay my bills, like as a bartender in the service industry, I was super excited. And I loved talking to people. Like I loved learning, hey, how are you? Kids, relatives, cats, dogs, you know, like anything like that. I loved hearing stories about people. And as it grew and I learned a lot, and I went through a lot of different types of industries, started in the hotel, did corporate chains, not a fan, won't lie, not a fan. And then when I started finding family-owned industries, I fell in love.
Yeah.
They literally are a huge family. Like everybody looks out for each other. Like everybody takes time to learn and to like get involved, and I loved that. And of course I love good food. Not that you can see my belly right now, but like my belly tells me like I love good food. So it was a fun thing.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
do you find like just the creative, being able to be creative in the smaller environment is more exciting than like the corporate environment like that?
yes, corporate is very like you have to do this, 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 this. At Fat Calf, we are challenged every week to create a specialty cocktail. I love making a spin on the aviation at Halloween. We put a little charcoal, activated charcoal, into the maraschino liqueur that we put into our aviation, so it gives it this like smoky, deep, grayish, purplish color when
that's
it's
cool.
done.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and it's a fun little thing to do. So
That's amazing. Yeah, being that's what drives me to the cocktails and spirits industry, is just being able to be creative on the drinks and then watching people's reactions as they drink them.
Right.
So just briefly, maybe touch on some of the food, like the type of food that's served at Fat Calf, and how you guys, first how delicious it is, from just a diet,
Once again,
from
do I
a
need to
dieter.
show my belly?
But also then how do you get going with the cocktails? And it sounds like you guys play over that quite a bit.
We do. So once again, they love us to have fun, and we do lots of dinners like y'all's. Not necessarily cocktail based, some wine based, some a little bit of everything based. Won't lie. And it pushes us as people and as bartenders and as servers, because we do the research. A lot of us, as we're not working, will be on our phones going, okay, this, not this, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have tons of books at our access so that we can research and figure out flavor profiles and pairings that will go well with things. We have training sessions. We just had one, what is today? Today's Saturday. Thursday. We just had one Thursday. One of our wine reps came in and brought a lot of the different wines that we have, and not all of us have had a chance to sample them. So it was nice to be able to have somebody who had such important knowledge and histories of this vineyard was started for this vineyard is eco-friendly, this one is doing this, and it's that is what sells. That's what we're striving for at the restaurant. Is to find that story. We are a story. We are family. The husband and wife chef, and they are amazing people.
That's awesome, yeah.
They had this dream. They worked for other businesses to start with, I won't lie. And then one day they just went, you know what? We need to make this ours.
Yeah, we can do this ourselves.
And so they started approximately 7 years ago in partnership with a local brewery. And they had a flat top and then graduated to a food truck before they finally found the right little spot at 3030 Cresswell in this old home that is quirky as all get out. Literally, there is, you work around and you're just doing this thing, excuse me, pardon me, because it is an old home, and so there are
it does have a lot, it has a lot of charm, a ton of charm. Yeah, we ate there last night, and it was delicious.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
But they do a lot of research when it comes to the food, drinks, and the whole 9 yards. They, for instance, just got back from a little exploratory / family vacation from France to gain a little bit more knowledge, and they had fun dinners with a lot of the good chefs in France while they were there to bring back knowledge to us, and then we mix it with a little Louisiana influence.
Yeah.
So. And
does that hold true with the cocktails? How do you know when you guys are experimenting and doing research that this fits the brand? This cocktail is good enough to go out to the public from us?
A lot of samples, I won't lie. So we definitely make sure that once again, it's all our reps, like you guys, people that bring us things that say, hey, here we got this, I'm good, I need you to help me out and make some cocktails with us. No, I mean, I'm not laughing. This is serious. We love our liquor reps and wine reps and all of them. Because they bring us things that we don't know, might not know about, just fun different things. And so then we go,
what can we do?
Yes. And you never know what's going to come out about it. I mean, I won't lie. We worked for a while on how to help you guys and figure out some fun cocktails to make with the beautiful product that you guys have. And it's experiments, some of them, they we just went, nope, dumped it down the sink and said, just kidding. And then we had lots of testers. Like I said, our staff, they throw back their influences and they'll come back and say, wait, it needs one more layer, or it's a little too sweet, or
gotcha.
It's great because they all work together. We have fun and we allow everybody to be a part of the process, and it works.
So I think what was interesting to me is the infusion part of your bar program.
Yeah.
So what brought that on, and how do you continue to evolve it, or?
Absolutely. Okay. So when I got hired behind the bar, we had a beautiful employee whose name was Michelle, who's no longer with us. She's moved on to better things. But she introduced me to the infusions. It was not something I was accustomed to. Once again, I'm a classic bartender. You muddle, you know what I'm saying, add extra things. Like infusions was something I was not used to at that point in time. And we had everything from a beet infused vodka to a cucumber peppercorn. What was that? Tequila? I think it was tequila. But
it's just just getting a big jar and putting the base spirit in there, and then putting a bunch of different ingredients in there.
Okay. Sorry, remnants of.
Yeah.
But for instance, we took your beautiful vodka, and this is one of Walker's creations. We had walnuts, lemon peels, and fresh basil, and we let it sit for at least 24 to 48 hours so that all those flavors will infuse into the vodka.
That's
and
really cool.
It keeps the drink clean,
Yeah.
so there's not a whole lot of like with muddling extra stuff that, you know what I'm saying? People are like,
yeah, and then you have to strain and all that stuff.
Yeah, and it imparts so much flavor. So we've done that with two of y'all's today. The other one we did it with was with your tequila blanco, and we infused into that a lot of herbs and cucumbers. So we have cucumbers, it was dill, basil, and rosemary. And it will make a drink called the Hidden Valley that we have tonight for you. And once that all happens, we brighten it up with just a little bit of lemon. We're gonna have a little bit of culinary added to it, which is, sorry, like, this is gonna sound really bad for those that don't know artichokes, but it is actually an artichoke liqueur, but it adds this richness with that tequila that goes underneath it.
Makes sense. Yeah, it was beautiful. It's beautiful.
Has fun elevating it. So.
Is there anything specific about NOEL Spirits that really resonated with you, like our brand or any of our particular expressions?
My personal favorite is right now is going to be the tequila cask barrel aged rum. I won't lie. Like when I tried it, I was like, okay, and then like I took a little sip and I was like, oh. It mixes some of my favorite flavors. It has the sweetness and caramel and spice of a rum, and then you get this also like earthiness from the tequila base.
Tequila, I know, it's so crazy. It's like some butterscotch pineapple. It's just so many things are going on, and like as really talented bartenders, they do tend to be drawn towards that one because there's so many things you can kind of play with. Yeah. Let's make a cocktail.
Lovely. Okay, so we're gonna do today what we call the Hidden Valley. This is a fun cocktail because it actually works for a lot of different people. What we started with was the NOEL Tequila Blanco. We took this and we infused it for 48 hours with a little fresh cucumber, dill, rosemary, and basil. We are literally going for the valley feel on this. Like we want it to be herbaceous, we want it to have fun, like we are enjoying this flavor profile. So, to start this cocktail, I'm gonna take my wonderful shaker. I'm gonna add 1.5 ounces of my infused tequila. And yeah, I don't
you can measure at home. You can
Sorry.
measure at home.
But like, I've been doing this long enough that like I know approximately like how much I need to use this.
A boss move, a boss babe move. I love it.
We're gonna add a few other ingredients to it. A little artichoke liqueur. We're just gonna add a little 1/4 ounce of that. We're gonna take some fresh lemon juice. We're gonna add a 1/2 ounce of that. And then I'm going to find the other part of my thing. Add some ice to my shaker. Give it a good little shake. This is really simple. We're just gonna pour it into a rocks glass, and then we're gonna just splash at the very end a little bit of tonic of your choosing, because everybody has different flavor profiles that they like. Garnish on this today will be a fresh cucumber slice and just a little bit of fresh dill for that final little herbal smell that we need. We will add, of course, because ladies love their straws, a little straw to it, and then we'll hand it to this beautiful lady.
All right, let me taste it. That is so good. It's definitely so herbaceous, which is something we describe in, our tequila. It has those pepper notes to it.
Yeah.
So like the dill, the lemon. I've been loving lemon with our Blanco a lot lately.
No,
so.
it's a great addition. Like people always think lime when they think tequila, but lemon actually is a very great alternative to it. You mix it with the herbs, you get this fun flavor profile that has a lot of different layers to it. And so that's what we look for in our cocktails at Fat Calf, is we want it to not just be like vodka tonic.
Yeah.
We can take that vodka tonic and make it into something amazing.
Yeah, this is a perfect spring cocktail. I mean, it's refreshing, it's light, and it's definitely complex. So it's like you can pull quite a few different flavors, and I love dill.
Not everybody does.
I know.
But
I think it's a love or
if they give
hate.
it a chance, it makes a beautiful mix with that cucumber. And I know you guys do have a pickle vodka, and I'm sorry we didn't do anything with that.
No,
but like I had fun making my own version of
when
a
we
pickled
saw
tequila
when
instead.
we saw this, we were like, oh my God, they did something with the pickle, and then we're like, I don't taste the pickle in here. When we tasted it, I was like, no, I think this is the Blanco, but. It was really fun to, hear about you guys infusing it. I really like that. I might play with that at home, and I think a lot of people at home can do that too.
Oh
so.
yeah, I mean, and you can use anything that's in your cabinets and in your fridge. Anything from peppers of all different kinds, from spicy to bell. You can use the fruit in your fridge, from apple to oranges to cucumbers to, you can literally have so much fun.
It's fun. You can have fun. You can be creative, and it's not just for the people behind the bar. You can be creative at home too.
No, Sunday brunches, are you kidding? We can whip this up. And once again, that vodka, I love that tequila aged rum,
All right, Kat. Well, that was awesome. We did it. This is one of our best episodes here on Crafty Connections. Guys, if you're ever in Shreveport, make sure you stop by the Fat Calf Brasserie. It's fantastic food, wonderful cocktails. They're super creative. So this is, all right, let's go.
No, it's a pleasure. We appreciate you giving us a chance to have fun with your liquors. I mean, once again, that's what makes us who we are, is people that have the courage to come up and say, hey, try this.
Awesome. All right, check us out on the next episode. We look forward to it. Bye.